Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. We are back with another episode. So there is a message that was sent to me by one of our admins, and this message, it reads like this. Good morning, Brother Nash. Please post for me. In the pub, there is a place that is reserved for us. We command respect everywhere that we go. Money is like stones to us. It never runs out. Our names are at the top in our city. Girls throw themselves at us. Young girls sum the ages of our daughters back home. We use and we dump them. Yes, I do use them and I dump them. That is how I make my money. That is how I made it to the big boys gang. For our money is not ordinary. It has its set of do's and don'ts. I will write my connection to the boys gang. No one is ever too busy to calm down if the people only knew. I make my money by sleeping around. I think that I have slept with over 1,000 women up to date, and I have even lost count. The more that I sleep around, the more that I make my money. I rarely sleep the same person thrice unless I really like them or they excite me in the pants. It was what I was told by the witch doctor. I no longer want this life. That is why I am writing this confession to you. My back is also giving me problems. I think that it is because of these several girls that I have sleeping with. For it's not an easy feat to sleep with different women on a daily basis. When I am ready to go out, I make sure that there are some pills, those sex pills that I drink. So I think that maybe they are the ones that are making my back to hurt like this. And each and every time when I go out, I can do 3 women in one night. Some people might say that I am sick, that I am a sex addict, but no, the spell that was cast on me in order to make money demands that I do so. I cannot rest, for money does not rest at all. And I do not sleep with ordinary people or ordinary girls. I target those that are going to do better in life, those that have potential for greater heights, those that are set to do well in life. Those are my primary targets. Unless if I am really desperate, that is when I'll end up with a prostitute. But I actually avoid sleeping with the prostitutes because I know that most of their stars have been stolen already, because they have slept with so many men that their souls, they start to die. Oh yes, this is what happens when a woman keeps on having multiple sexual partners. Then her soul in the spiritual realm, it will start to die. That is why you see that some of these girls that are working on the streets as prostitutes, they do not have any regrets at all to whatever that they will be doing. But if you take a normal woman, put her on the street, then you will find out that working on the street, it is not easy at all, because it eats you up alive like it is doing to me right now. How do I know that the young girl has potential? When she passes me or when I set my eyes on her, I feel my private organ vibrating, and when I approach them, I will have already hypnotized them. I sleep with the women anywhere I fancy, from my luxury car to one of my properties. As for my car, oh yes, there is something that was placed there, something that is like a demon. So each and every time that I'll be sleeping with these women, then it will also come and it will enter into my body, thereby possessing me. So in fact, this woman that I'll be sleeping with in my car, it is more like she'll be having sexual intercourse with a demon, because I'll be under the possession of a demon that stays in my car. And I can even take her to one of my properties, and if I feel like she is special to me, I can book a lodge where we will engage in sexual intercourse. I do not wear any condoms at all, and I make sure that I test each and every one of them to make sure that they do not give me the virus. My car has been nicknamed the Scared Chaser by my gang. I once slept with this other girl, and after I had slept with her, she was then possessed by that demon, because the demon said that her blood was too warm, so she was possessed throughout the night. And the people that I was with, they kept on telling me that if something was not going to be done, she was going to die, because her body was too much fatigued with this possession that had been happening throughout the night. Just before sunrise, that was when the demon decided to leave her body. And this girl, we just went and we dumped her in the middle of the CBD, and it was still very early in the morning. So we went to a place where no one could see us. And I am sure that throughout the day, since she was too much fatigued, the people that saw her, they thought that maybe she's just a Nyaupe girl. I once slept with that person, my brother, that nearly died. And whenever I sleep with someone, I would have stolen their blessings, their future blessings. They really never amount to anything in life, because I would have destroyed and dimmed their lives for good. Some have fallen pregnant for me, and with the help of my gang member, let me call him Dwayne, he has done countless abortions for me because he is a medical practitioner. I do not feel any guilty at all, and I do not have any heart at all. And as for my friend Dwayne, he is a qualified medical practitioner who owns a medical practice in our city. So Dwayne, my brother, he has done some really terrible stuff. Yes, I have seen him with so many traditional healers. So these traditional healers, what they do is that they come to his private clinic like early in the morning before the patients will start to walk in. So there is a sort of like a charm that they sprinkle on those chairs, when you are sitting in the waiting room just close to the reception, and you will be calling these sick patients one by one. So those charms, what they do is that they then test if this person is really sick. And when the person is like really sick, then those charms will enter into that sick patient's body. Then you will know that within a few days the person will just die. I am sure that a lot of people can relate to this, that when your relative was sick, but you could see that this person, the way that they are sick, they can still recover. But the moment that you take them to the hospital or to see the doctor, then the person will just lose his or her life just like that. So this is where Dwayne comes in. He is the one who helps some of these traditional healers that will be in need of like your body parts and stuff like that. So what they do is that after they would have sacrificed that person, you would think that you are actually burying the body of your loved one. But what you do not know is that they cast some spells on your dead relatives, and then they will steal the body right before your eyes. Yes, Dwayne and some of my gang members, they have gone to different funerals, and when they go there, they will be attending this funeral like in the spiritual realm. Then they go and they take the body of the deceased and they leave you with this other fake body, in which you will think that this is a real body, but it won't be a body at all. So this Dwayne, what he does is that the rituals that he was told to perform, he has to regularly have intercourse with corpses. And this is what he does regularly. He has these other mortuaries that he go to, and there is this other mortuary where they actually gave him a room. Whenever you want to perform his rituals, he take one of the corpses and he go and he sleeps with that corpse throughout the night, and he does not have children and he cannot be married because he dedicated his manhood to sleeping with these dead women. So whenever he makes love to these dead women, he acts as if the woman is fully alive. And he does not want to discuss about that issue because he says that it actually pains him a lot looking at the corpse of a dead woman, some of them that would have died during an accident, and then still he has to make love to them. Just imagine that, being locked up in a mortuary throughout the night, making love to a dead corpse that would have died from an accident. Maybe the head will be opened up, or the skull of that person that you'll be making love to, the skull will be cracked open. So he does not want to discuss about it. He just spent most of his days drinking his alcohol. Then there is one of my friend whom I will mention, Don, the perfect amongst our trio, because he is a philanthropist Don has a wife and a child, and he's such a huge spender who flaunts his wealth to people, even on social media. Don makes his money by making generous donations to people who are in need. That is where the deal is. If Don blesses you with money, that person will go mad eating in the refuse bins. Such are the conditions of his spells. The more the person goes around losing their marbles, the more wealthier he becomes. If people could just be content with what they have and not to beg on social media, some will be okay upstairs. I am not proud of my lifestyle, and I urge those that pray to pray hard, those that believe they should believe, those that do not want to believe, let them not believe. But this life, it is not a life that is good at all. Each and every day when I wake up, even if I feel that there is so much pain on my back, but still I have to drink these Viagras, and I am scared. Like one doctor told me that the more that I am drinking this Viagra, then one day I am going to have a heart attack. But I cannot stop, because naturally my body cannot do it anymore. I cannot continue sleeping with different women on a daily basis. So I am being assisted by these pills that I take, but they are destroying me. I feel that emotionally I am at a place whereby I just feel emptiness. I do not feel anything for anyone at all. Dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by our admin from our dear brother. Strange things do happen in this world. The scariest part was when our brother was saying that the private doctor, he regularly brings in some traditional healers. Then they sprinkle some charms on those chairs when you go to the hospital, when you are waiting to get to speak with your doctor. What you do not know is that they will have sprinkled some charms already, depending on how much sick you are. They can actually steal your life, and then they will start to use you. Strange things do happen in this world.